Welcome back to Beer Geeks Beer Reviews. Today I've got a big one for you, and I've had to do a pre-pour on this per warnings of this beer. I'm doing this because I have a person out there that I have not done any beers from their neck of the woods. So without further ado, I'm going to say Anchorage Brewing Company. Bam! Look at it. Anadromous. Man, I'm gonna tell you what, you haven't had this happen to you, you're very lucky. It comes in this big old bottle, this cork on it. It's caged. I do like the cage, man. The cage is very interesting, man. The more I look at it, the more it's just like, look at it. Let's see if it focuses in on this. We're gonna get a little bit of it. Look at it. It almost looks like, if you have this or if you can find it, it looks like hops and wheat on the top of that. Very interesting. I don't know. It's not going to focus in. It's being a dork. Anyway, very, very interesting. But I don't know if this has anything to do with it. This is a black sour ale. But down here it says with Brett, Pidio, or Pidio, and Lacto. Man, from what I've heard, this is like triple, it's got maybe like triple yeast or triple fermented. Um, and it says ale aged in French oak Pinot Noir barrels. Um, However you want to say that, it's how you say it, it's how I say it, whatever. But without further ado, here's the beer. Nice coloring. Look at it. Look what's on the bottom already. Look at that settle. Look at that. What is that? Anywho, if you haven't had what I had happen to me, I've heard others say the same exact thing. Once you pop this cork, you better have a towel handy. I'm going to tell you what. Don't set it down. Don't relax it. If you can, pour it into a bigger glass. Try to take all of it into one glass. Why do I say that? It's because if you can't see it, look at it. I can still see it on the inside. Right here. Right there. It's nothing but foam. Now I had foam spewing out the top of it. I mean, it was spewing out the top. Um, Got a little bit on stuff, but with a quick dab of my trusty towel, it cleans up very nicely. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this beer. Now, being a black sour, I haven't had too many sours. So let's see what we can get out of it. Ooh, oh, barrel notes. That's the first thing I'm getting out of it. That black coloring and that very, very thin tan head. That's all that's left of this, man. It's true to its style. I can't see nothing through it. I mean, it does look very thick, very viscous. Um, I am getting a bit of like yeast particles down here at the bottom, as you can see. Some kind of sediments. That's what I'm going to call it. Is could be the yeast. Um, I don't know. I don't think it's a very dark brown color, should I say? I'm getting brown through this side of the glass. I mean, it's not totally black, but it does give that very dark, dark, dark brown color until it almost, appears black. But big old barrel notes. A bit of like vanilla, alcohol. Oh, alcohol. What? It's only 8.5%, 30 IBUs. Ah, I smell some dark fruits, maybe some chocolate notes, maybe some cherry notes. Wow, it smells very interesting, very complex, sweet, malty, more like wood, more like alcohol soaked wood. hints of coffee, hints of dark fruit, like the dates, like raisins, figs. Still, again, sweet scent. I don't know, man. Let's go ahead and see what we get out of the taste, man. Prost. Cheers. Wow. A tad bit. I mean, it does give you a sour note. I'm gonna tell you what. Chocolate and coffee seem to come out of it. Oak is there. The vanilla is there. It's smooth. It's got a pretty much, I want to almost call it like a medium mouthfeel to it. Loads, I'm talking loads of red wine characteristics in this. Like a very aged, like aged version of a red wine. Um, I'm still getting a little bit of like roasted malts. This is very interesting. I mean, it is one that is real good, but it will take you a while to drink it because it's so complex. It's like it's got all these things going around in it, and I'm sitting here trying to pick each and every little bit out, and it's hard. Um, the barrel notes are there, the wine characteristics are there. I'm getting like a tart cherry, like maybe even a black cherry note to it. The vanilla's there, a little bit of roasted malt, like like maybe even a chocolate malt. Um, you get a little bit of a coffee flavor to it. Um, I don't know, man. This is just there's so much going on in this beer. I mean, it's unreal. I have no clue. It says it's brewed with Summit hops, triple fermented, and it's got a Belgian yeast in there, but the Belgian yeast does not seem to be coming through. I mean, you might, okay, that might be what's giving it a little bit of the tartness. Um, I'm not getting the traditional Belgian yeast flavors from it. I'm not, I don't know. There's something there that I'm just not picking out. It's a little earthy, a little grassy, especially at the end finish. Hmm. I'm not getting, like I said, I'm not getting a load of the Belgian yeast. Well, I'm used to the like the Duvel side of the Belgian yeast, where it's a lot of banana, bubblegum, clove, you know, that kind of style. But I'm not getting a lot of that. Maybe just a hint of the clove. It's very earthy, very tart. It does give you a quick punch of sour with all the flavors that mix together. Um, I don't know if you can see that. Look at it. Look at the junk that it leaves behind. I mean, this is a thick and viscous beer, and it's leaving like yeast sediments behind as it goes along. Oh, oh, oh. Yes, very sour. Um, almost a little bit vinegary. That's what I can explain when it comes to like a sour note. I mean, once if you've ever drank like vinegar straight out the like cup or something that you poured into a cup and just downed it, yeah, you get that little bit of that's the sour note to me. I mean, this is a very complex, very interesting beer, and I don't know how to, keep going with this because I keep getting flavors out of it. I keep getting more every drink, every sip. Um, it's very complex, very well done. I will give it. I have to give this at least an A. This is very unique, very different, and if you can find it, pick it up. I got mine at 101 bottles of beer on the wall up in Kent, here in Ohio. This bottle was a little bit expensive, man. I'm telling you what, man. I found it for like I think it was either 15.99 or 16.99. Um, so it was a rather bit pricey. They have another one from Anchor that I'm gonna have to, or Anchorage, should I say, that I'm gonna have to try. It is another barrel aged, and I believe that it's their stout. I'm gonna have to track that down and see if I can't review that. This one is just really weird. There's just a lot going on here. Um, you need pretty much the whole bottle to sit back and pick out all the flavorings because there's so much here. That's why it's getting an A for me. I do not see a um, a bottling code, a dating, or anything on the bottle. Uh, that would probably be my only reason I'm going to, hold back from giving it an A plus. This is just, it's a great one. Man, see if you can't get out there. If you haven't had the Anadromous, man, get out there, find it, get it, try it, age it. This would probably age with nothing else. This, I want to say, it will age, man. Triple fermented. So therefore, I believe with all the yeast that's still in it, let it go for a couple of years. See what you get, man. Get a bottle, try it out, get another one, age it. See what the big difference is. See if you get any more of the, complex flavoring after the yeast settles down, after the alcohol kind of, tones down just a tad bit. Um, or it may raise up and it'll bring out even more flavors. I don't know. I have not had another bottle of this. If I can find another one, I will go ahead and age it. But for that, I'm going to get out of here. Beer Geeks Beer Reviews, signing out. Prost. Cheers. Peace. Catch you on the flip side, man. Please rate, comment, and subscribe.